Okay. Let's get this sorted. So,
Move over, bud.
okay, are we talking to the one mic, are we?
Move over, yeah, move over.
Okay, right. Your phone off. Put these on? Yeah.
Yeah, you're just going to try it out.
Can we test it? Can we test this out?
Well, hello.
We do a test. No. It's gone dead here, David. Slow down.
It's all right.
Hello. playing?
Hey?
Who are they playing? They playing these guys?
Yeah. Justin and what's his name? Mate, they've played 2 games. We're not even on the air yet.
Justin Sage and...
Yeah.
Sorry, wait.
Justin. That's right. Justin Sage and Marco versus Georgiadis and Ivan, isn't it?
Okay, well, a very good evening to everybody out there watching. We are coming to you live from Empire Pool Lounge for the Furphy Scotch Doubles Open. On table 1, to the left of your screen, you can see the 2 pairings, James Georgiadis and Alvin Wijaya versus Justin Sage and Marco Tusha. On screen 2, we have Ben Hung and Ivan Lee, and they're versing Tom Shen and Alan Shu. In the commentary box today, we've got my good self, Noah Cunningham, and the one and only and legendary Phil Jones. Phil,
Thanks, Noah.
let me tell you, what a day we've got in, and what an awesome night we're in for.
Oh, mate, we should see some great pool here tonight. Hopefully we're coming through loud and clear so the audience can hear us. Damien, can you hear all right? This should be these 2 great matches here, Noah.
Oh, is this a double?
Is this coming through?
All right, guys, I think we've just testing the audio feed here and making sure that everything is hunky-dory here in the commentary box. We're in for an exciting night tonight. The games are already underway.
All right.
And yet, as you can see, we've got Marco and Justin.
It doesn't feel like I'm talking to anyone.
1-0 to
it doesn't feel like this is working.
Partner Alvin at the moment.
No, I can't. I can't hear him.
Played very, very well.
Yeah.
Over the period of this tournament.
I can talk into this? Okay.
Seems that Jonesy's still organising his microphone, but I think after a few check 1, 2, 3s, he's come on board. Jonesy,
okay. Thanks, Noah. A couple of great matches here. I got to witness Bean play a little bit today, and she's obviously a great, curious and awesome player. First time I've really seen her play live. So I'm really interested in the match that's on the furthest table away from us. Should be a great match, that one. They're both great matches, but...
Well, what a star-studded lineup that we've got here, Jonesy. Bean, for the viewers at home who don't know Bean, she is currently the 9-ball Australian Open or 2018 Championship winner with a world ranking in the women's of 30. She has also got a number of other winnings to her list, and that is the Oceania 9-ball 2017 winner. And has been in many, many tournaments, competing in both China and Taiwan, originally from Taiwan. And she comes over to Australia and resides in Queensland to give us all a bit of a rattle, both in the women's and also in the men's. And standing just behind me,
absolutely
I've got
awesome.
Jenny Budd, one of the more accomplished women players in Australia. She hasn't got a mic on at the moment. We might even get her in the box a little bit later. But
wife of the famous Sean Budd. Sean's going well in the tournament. He's playing tomorrow, and I'm sure he'll go deep into the tournament.
Well, look, Jenny's going to be watching with a keen eye of
let's try and concentrate on these 2 games here. No, we've got Bean shooting down the other end at the 5-ball. Great shot, down the rail.
Fantastic shot.
Mate.
And in comes Ivan, her partner. A little bit about Ivan. He is
Yeah.
the 2019 9-ball winner, and he is also the Australian national 9-ball winner as well.
Yeah.
So both very accomplished players.
Amazing. I interviewed him just like 10 minutes ago. First time I spoke to him, and he said he's only been playing the games 3 years. How's that, no? 3 years. And here's a guy winning all these tournaments 3 years into the making.
Well, let me tell you, he's
Like,
only 23 years of age, Phil. So when he started at the age of 20, he's certainly got a mature head on him. If you have a look at the way he plays, he's very calculated. These guys look like robots when they play.
Yeah, they look really good, Noah. Mate, I tell you, these guys play that much pool. It's like a repetition pool for them. They play so much, and they're so confident in their cue action. They're so confident in their potting and their positional play. Although in saying that, Bean's probably a little overscrewed that one a little bit. Left partner Ivan on the back rail. But an Australian Open champion, you expect him to knock this 9-ball in the centre. I expect him to make this ball. Yep, in she goes. High five from Bean. And scoreline. Yeah, nice out there from Bean and Ivan. We'll switch focus to the other table, Noah. James Georgiadis here at the table. Local here in Adelaide. Everyone knows James. Great cueist. Absolutely awesome player. I think he's one of the best cueists in Australia, actually.
Well, look, I can definitely attest for James. He's plays in the local league here with us, and is always up in the top 1 to 5, 1 to 3 players which feature in our league, and has represented Australia in the World Cup of Pool on a couple of occasions. One of the most natural cueists, Phil, that you've seen going around.
Very natural, mate. His technique is just brilliant. You know, like it reminds me of like a professional golfer. He's just got that top technique. I don't know a lot about his partner.
Well,
I actually played his partner today and beat him myself. So that was a little coup for me, Noah. But I've heard a lot of good stories about his partner. Great player.
Well, Phil, let me tell you, I've watched these guys play over the last day and a bit, and let me tell you, Phil, they are very, very comfortable at the table with each other.
Yeah.
They're having fun, and that is most important when you're playing Scotch.
Oh,
doubles.
sure. You know, like a doubles combination, though, it's so important that the two people are able to communicate together on a wavelength. It's really important in doubles. If you're not on the same wavelength as your partner, you don't normally do well, but yeah.
Now have a look at this on screen too over here. Running for that little snick off the one. Scratches in the bottom left-hand corner, Phil, and I'll tell you what, you just don't want to scratch at this level here. You don't want to make any type of mistake because these guys are more than capable of just...
Yeah, we're into the semi-finals here, and once you get to those semi-finals, it's like you got to make the most of every opportunity you get.
Well, Ben is lining up the one here, waiting for her partner Ivan to come in and just snick this two off. I would say they're just going to run this through. A little bit of bottom off this back rail here. We'll see them back into the 3. He likes to cue through the ball, Ivan, and that will get his back arm swinging and making him feel comfortable.
Yep, out on the 3, not a problem.
Oh, did you see that rattle up there in the table?
Well, I did see that. Was that Georgiadis? Missed that one.
James.
Yeah, gee.
It's very uncharacteristic for him to miss something like that.
Big miss there.
He's quite smooth in his approach.
Did you see that? His partner just come over and gave him a little tap. Said, don't worry about it, mate. That's fantastic to see a partner. Yeah, your partner's made a mistake, Noah, and your partner said, don't worry about it, buddy. We'll get the next frame.
Yep.
You know, that's awesome, isn't it?
Yeah. One of the you're dead right, Phil. One of the biggest things in Scotch doubles, you can't let your partner have that doubt that you're doubting him at the table. You got to be coherent. You got to be behind.
Yeah,
him
sure.
And that's what's most important, guys. The pressure out there when you're playing the players like this can be intense, and it's so
Yeah.
important just to remember why you play the game, have some fun, be smooth on that really flowing shot. Look at that.
I really liked Ivan and Bean up that other end there. I really think that they're strong for this match. I don't know.
Bean give her a little, give Ivan a little bit of a tap on the table there, just to say well done.
I don't know a lot about the other two. I've seen Bean play a little bit. Tom, and who's his partner again?
Tom and Alan.
Tom and Alan, right? I only sort of first met them for this tournament.
Well, let me tell you.
Obviously, they're great curious. A little bit of information for the audience about these guys.
Well, Tom's been playing for 7 years, Phil, and he's mostly been playing league. Hasn't done anything outstanding like the likes of Bean and whatnot. But you know what? Sometimes just playing well and putting your head down, you can get through these tournaments and you win. It just goes to show you with 9-ball. If you're on the day, Phil, you're on the day.
That's right.
Now, Tom, he's actually got his wife, and I hope she's watching at home. Her name is Irene. He's got 3 kids, Nicholas, Lorena, and Alice. And hopefully they're
awesome. That
try and go through to the
that's
grand
awesome.
final.
Yeah, like how fantastic is that? Hopefully the family back home is watching, and yeah.
Surprisingly enough, Phil, his partner Alan is his coach of 20 years. He doesn't speak any English, and I was talking to Tom earlier, who was doing some translating. He's from Taiwan and a fairly accomplished player himself, so
yeah,
we're looking forward to seeing some really good quality pool out of these guys.
Well, they're deep in the tournament. You know, you don't get this far in a tournament, Noah, if you don't have much ability. So these guys have earned their way through. They're obviously great players, and that's what it's about.
Exactly. Okay, so if you guys are watching at home, we are at Empire Pool Lounge in Adelaide. We are watching the Furphy Open Scotch doubles, and we're down to the last 4.
We're going to refocus a little bit here now. I'd like to just come to this table here. Justin Sage is at the table. Everyone in Australia probably knows about Justin Sage. I've known Justin since he was about 15, 16 through the Nationals with the 2-shot game. And Justin has been an Australian champion, a great player for a long time. In fact, he's been one of the best players in Australia for a very long time now. And he went to the World Cup of Pool, I think it was last year, with James Delahunty. The first Aussie pair, Justin Sage and James, to actually get through to win a match in the World Cup of Pool. They played awesome together. Justin is an absolute supreme curist. He's a fantastic player, fantastic guy, and his partner Marco, his partner. Don't know a lot about him, but he's a great player too. He's awesome.
Let me tell you about Marco, Phil. Marco's just won the US 10-ball Open.
I heard that, Noah. I heard about that.
That is a massive feat for somebody who doesn't come from the US. You know, isn't it great to have someone from outside of the US winning?
I heard he took out some great players, and that Skylar Woodward, couple other guys. We were fortunate the other day to have the great Tom Rosmond over here from Las Vegas.
Tom was in the commentary box last night, and he is an absolute gentleman.
Told us a lot of stats about these guys.
Yeah,
and
absolutely. And look, if you get the chance, guys, if you're out there watching tonight, there is a link on YouTube where you can go and watch the last 16 and the last 8, which got us here. And we've seen some fantastic pool. We've had Hill over a number of games. We had Tom Rossman, Dr. Q in the commentary box last night, and he was doing a lot of training over here in the last 3 days and showing people how they can kick balls off rails and make shots. And, you know, the doctor...
Just, unbelievable, the doctor.
He says, I can fix. I'm a stroke and heart doctor. I'll fix your stroke and I'll fix your heart. And I'll tell you what, he is the biggest gentleman that you ever meet.
Oh,
Get
mate.
on there and have a look on YouTube if you haven't. And go and check out the doc. He was over here. He's in Sydney at the moment. He's just done a lap of Taronga Zoo and the Manly Ferry in Sydney before he heads back to Las Vegas. And I believe he's going back, Phil, to compete in a 3-rail billiard tournament back in the US.
That's right, Noah.
70 years of age and still rocking and rolling.
He's one of the most amazing pool people that I've ever met. I was fortunate enough to spend 3 days with him, Noah, and I learned more in 3 days than I probably learned in a lifetime, mate. And awesome guy, but let's focus on this game.
Well, have a look.
The viewers are probably want to
have a look at Bean here. She's just lining up this 9-ball. This is fairly elementary for these
Oh,
guys.
yeah.
It's going through the motions. They just want to make sure they're composed.
That's right. Great shot. 9 down. What's the score over there, Noah, with Bean? And
So the score's just gone 2-3-0, 4-0 now. We can get a score.
4-0. Yeah, they're off to a really sharp start there.
So, ladies and gentlemen,
Sage
this is race
and-
to 9.
Sage and his partner are currently 2-0 up against Georgiadis and his partner. We're going to try and translate as much information as we can tonight for you.
Well, Phil, you were talking about Justin before, and he's just eagerly watching.
This is
on
interesting.
as
Marco's got a
playing
shot.
9-ball down the rail.
Yeah, Marco's got his shot. He's by the centre rail, by the centre pocket, and it's a really thin cut in the corner. These shots are tough. He may attempt a double, or he may attempt to play safe. I'm not quite sure. Safety's not easy. I'm tipping he's going to try and cut it down the rail. What do you reckon, Noah? On this 9.
Well, Phil, I think you're dead right there. I mean, players of these colours, they just want to compose. They just want to. They know they can thin cut that down. It's a big pocket when they put it down there, and just leave that wide ball. They don't have to worry about that. That's just going to smooth over that pocket, roll down the rail, and it puts them 3-0 up against these guys.
Yeah.
These guys
Yeah,
are
that's
class
in.
players.
Yeah, great shot. Those shots look easy on the TV camera, but I tell you what, if you're out there, they're no easy shot. No, as you know, we both know. We both played today. They're tough shots.
Definitely.
You've got to really cue the ball well to make those shots.
Absolutely, and look, even for these top players, you were talking about Justin before. Justin, as we were saying, he has just come back from the World Cup of Pool in 2016. He was fortunate enough to win the World Championships of 2-shot pool against Ireland over there in England.
That's right.
And
Yep.
what a team that was. I mean, if anyone's got a chance to be able to watch some of that on TV, get on there and watch Justin and the team win that 2-shot
Oh yeah.
8-ball tournament, which is not.
I have already seen that, Noah. Yeah, that was fantastic. Like the Aussies really fired up over there in Europe and took out that team championship. It was
Phil,
great.
I was watching that, and Justin was one of their key players.
He
like,
was.
just so
Yeah.
solid, under the pump, and that's what you're going to see here today. Marco, the 10-ball US champion, with Justin Sage, who's just as solid as ever.
Yep.
These guys are just out there, smooth, playing really good pool, and it looks like they're gelling well, Phil.
All right, let's just look at this frame. Right, he's left Justin pretty straight on the 2. This looks like a pretty basic run out here. So just a little stun on the 2, perhaps screw back a touch. 3 to the 4, no problem. 5, I can't see any problem here. No, these guys run this rack out. Everything looks pretty basic, but
Yeah, look, I was playing on a table today, Phil, and Justin was playing next to me, and that was for the singles. And last night we finished a little bit late, and these guys are now playing the last 4. Well, they've come down the last 4, and they're playing
Yeah.
matches now. And you tell Justin was just in his zone. He had to qualify to get through today, but he was just, maintaining his calm and
sure.
just putting those balls in. And sometimes that's the best way. Tom and I were talking last night about the stamina, the mental stamina that you're required to have.
Long bridge here by Marco. Very long bridge.
Yeah, but he's pretty comfortable. He just
Yeah.
rolled through for this 4 here.
Well, that's a poor shot. That's actually a poor shot because he should have been a lot straighter on this 4 ball. Now, the cue ball's going towards the 7, and you don't want to be doing that.
Yeah, look,
Like,
he could have been a little bit better, but, Phil, the guys, again, they're just going to... I think Justin's going to use a bit of bottom. A bit of draw on this 4 here. Even if it goes into the 7, it's going to come across to that rail and he'll push the...
It's not ideal. It's not really where he wanted to be. And there's now, going from an easy out, it's made it a little bit more difficult. I still expect...
Now, Phil, check out that shot on table 2 that's just come over here. They've just got enough. I think Bean, her partner, coming into the table, Ivan might just be able to see that 6 to the top right-hand side. And if they are, my God, that puts them at 5-0.
Wow.
Going in.
That is awesome. Bloody hell. That's crazy.
Going into the final. So how about that?
See, all Justin could do basically is leave Marco what he's left him. And he's got a fairly straight 5 here. He's got the centre pocket to contend with. And he's thinking, well, do I just leave him there for the 7? If he tries to draw back off the rail, it can go astray. This shot could go astray, Noah.
I think you picked it before, Phil. They came out of shape a couple of balls ago. But if he can really get some cue power under this white, he might be able to miss the second point of that draw on the left-hand side.
He's playing bottom, so he's obviously going to play off this.
He's looking good, Phil. He cues the ball well.
Well, that rattled.
That's good. They've given themselves a chance, and they've just dropped it next to the bottom point, next to that middle pocket.
But now the cue ball is also now running away. It's coming back down here. Like this is not a gimme out, Noah. Like
definitely not.
There's a lot of work still to be done here. 3 balls on the table. You might think it's easy. It's a lot of work to be done.
Being at the table on table 2, just lining up that 7 ball now.
Half ball 7. The white's tracking back to this rail, Noah.
Absolutely well executed by Bean. Ivan comes into the table for the 8. It looks like he's just going to slow roll this 8 through, and Bean will be able to tickle that 9 through into the bottom left-hand corner.
See, Justin's played that fairly well, but he's still shooting an 8 ball at distance here. As soon as there's distance between the cue ball and the object ball, there's always a chance things can go wrong. You can miss the pot, you can lose shape on the cue ball. Anything can happen here, Noah.
Well, 5-0.
But this guy's obviously a class player, but
just absolutely whitewashing Tom and Alan. I think these guys might know each other in their league in Queensland.
Possibly,
They might even have a psychological edge on these guys.
Could be.
In any case, not many people.
That is a great shot. You cannot strike a ball any better than what he's just hit that. Fantastic shot there by Marco.
What you guys can't see is you don't see in the background
great finish,
sincere camaraderie that's happening between each of the players. They're both standing up next to each other, supporting. You've got the absolute look of killer instinct happening in both players. We're watching some really good pool here, guys.
Okay, so that's 3-0 now to Sage and. How do you pronounce the other fellow's name? No. I don't want to get it wrong. I don't want to get the audience wrong.
Marco Tusha.
Marco Tusha, right.
He is an absolute gentleman as well. We had him in the commentary box last night. He was going off. Look, for a young kid who's done so much with the game already, he's still so humble and always willing to learn. He was witnessing some of Dr. Q's coaching and clinics, which we had here over the last few days, and was asking a number of questions about.
Nice break off there by Georgiana's partner's surname is James Alvin. Yep, we'll just call him Alvin. Great break off by Alvin. I played Alvin today, and he actually broke really, really well. That was something I was really impressed with.
Have a look at this, Phil. This is something that James does really well. He makes his partner feel special, and I've played a number of games with James in Scotch doubles for money.
Yep.
against various people around the room. And one thing is, he's a completely talented player.
Sure.
And he just makes you as a partner feel like you're an absolute superstar.
Do you know what? I'll tell you something about this frame, Noah. It's crucial that Georgianis and Alvin get this frame because they're 3 up down, right? They need to get on the board. They need to start feeling good about themselves. They really need this frame.
Well, check this out.
They've got a good
little
angle.
Bit short on this 6.
He's
Just
a touch short, yeah.
But you know the good thing about James, he goes, "You're all right, mate. You're all right. You can do this.
Yeah.
Just play it sweet. Bottom right hand side.
He could go across.
Quite slow.
He might try to go across
7.
twice.
Oh, look at that shot in table 2. Wow, that was amazing. We've got a lot of eager people here sitting, watching these 2 matches here tonight, Phil.
Oh, that control there. Look at that shot.
Local, get down here and
did you see that shot, Noah?
These guys, they're fantastic.
Georgianis looking good here. Just a nice little run for it. Oh, a little bit overhit, but okay.
I think they're out of the woods now. You play a bit of bottom left-hand side on this 8 ball, come off 2 rails. You are getting the line, but these guys will pot that 9.
I think he's only going to go. I think he's just going to go 2 rails and just glide down on a 9.
He seems to be a bit of a loose player, so I have seen him play yesterday, and he probably will go 1 rail. There it is.
Well, that's not good. That is not
now,
good.
Phil, that's the problem sometimes with going that 1 rail is that you just lose that line coming down.
James will pot this. He'll pot this ball.
Yeah, look at
Big
that.
shot by James Georgianis.
They're
on the board. They're on the board.
Shot like that and pot it straight away. Guys, if you just tuned in, we're at Empire Pool Lounge for the Furphy Scotch Doubles Open. We're down to the last 4. We had the last 8 last night. We are looking at some extremely good players. It's one of the best events and biggest turnouts that we've had here in Adelaide for a Furphy Open. And if you haven't already, come on down if you're in Adelaide and have a drink with us. There's a really good atmosphere here.
Oh,
We're
fantastic.
on North Terrace. The drinks are flowing. The Furphies are cold. We had Red Bull in yesterday. And there's a really good crowd getting around as well.
We also have just noticed the fellas just popped in.
I left something here. I'll just come and get it to see what the scores are.
The great guy from Victoria, Mark Robertson. Mark Robinson's just popped in for a look.
I think Mark's he's retired from the TV watching his brother playing some snooker over there, and he's decided to come over to the commentary box. Would you like to say hello to the crowd at home?
Yeah, Neil's 8-5 down. He can't even beat Ronnie with a broken tip. He's crap.
Are you the better looking brother?
Well, that's up for the people to decide. if you want to go for a man, you go with me. If you want to go for a boy, you go with me.
Hey, look, having a look, he's been well. He looks like he's been to the gym. But
when I'm sucking my gut in.
Right. Just a great family, the Robinsons. Like, everyone knows them. Mate, just fantastic people.
now check out that shot, Phil. Just
Sure.
Really, really good shot. He's chipped off the 1. He's knocked the 3 in. His partner's come into the table, and now he can just run through. Was that? Sorry, that was.
I'm just watching on the other table because Tom player safety there, but he hasn't got that cue ball way over far enough. He's left being a he's left.
No, that was James that we were looking at. James played that really good shot. He chipped off the 1, knocked in the 3, and has left his partner with a smooth shot here. He's just contemplating how he's going to get past that 5 to get down for the 2. And then obviously we've got the 7 and the 8 there on the side rail. We've got to navigate around to clean this rack up. Sometimes Phil, it comes down to just one shot in this game. So you've got to make sure that every shot is absolutely.
He might pot the 1 there now and try to get an angle on the 2 to bust that 7 and 8 open.
Well, Ben's just getting back on this 6 on the second screen, if you can see there.
I reckon that's what he's looking at here. Pot the 1.
Beautiful angle here on the on screen number 2. Just a little bit of slow rock.
There you go.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Phil.
Thanks, mate. Apparently a bit of a couple of technical issues there.
Phil's got a big habit of pressing the mute button on his mic, but we're back. And we
well.
don't want to miss any of the good commentary that Phil's got in the commentary box here today. A wealth of insight. How many years have you been playing now, Phil?
Only a lazy 45 years, Noah.
Represented
And
Australia numerous times in Las Vegas, has won the Masters over in Las Vegas. Just an all-round good guy. Loves everybody in the room. Everybody loves him. Doesn't mind a drink or two on a warm day.
Apparently I do.
But look, we're back. If you haven't already done this, go get yourself a cold drink, a cold beer, a bag of popcorn, a coffee, a cookie, or whatever. Sit back and enjoy some of the best pool that you can have here. We're at the Empire Pool Lounge for the Furphy Scotch doubles.
Just watching this run out, I've been really interested on this frame. Like, Georgiadis' partner a minute ago had a chance to bust the 7-8 out, which they didn't do.
Well, there's a foul there on table two. See that?
Let's concentrate on one frame at a time here. Like, let's concentrate on this frame here. Sparko's got this 6. He's probably going to come around and see if he can perhaps land on a double on the 7. Well, he's dropped short.
Have I been out for how long?
This is going to have to be a safety.
You guys got to watch your buttons, make sure you're not red lights.
Doesn't really have a shot on here for Justin. All I can see really is Justin's just going to clip off this 7 fine, put him on the back rail,
What a
and
shot, Phil.
leave him a tough shot, Noah.
Just enough, I think, just a smooth run it up.
Oh,
And
no,
look at that.
Oh, wow. I didn't know he could play through there. Oh.
Marco's just going to touch this through.
I'm looking at the wrong angle there. I didn't even realise that ball was on.
Phil, you know what? There's nothing better than when you're cueing the ball absolutely sweet. You are one of those guys that knows that. And when your arm's in, you're swinging, you're loose. How good does it feel when you're out there?
Oh, mate, you're in the zone and, like, you just feel loose. Everything comes natural. You don't think about it. You just get down, you put your hand down, pop the ball. That's it.
Isn't it nice?
It's just simple.
You know, sometimes people can have the hardest time out there, and look, I'm one of those players. Everybody is, you know, that occasionally has
Let's try
a
and
bad
get.
day.
Let's get some score updates here now. Justin's lining the 9 up here. That's for that's 5-1. 5-1 over Georgiadis and his partner.
Yep, we're just going to score update
That'll
there.
update, 5-1. And what's the score on the other table there, Noah?
We're looking at 6-0.
6-0 to Bean. Oh, my God. That's
I'm sorry, 6-1.
6-1. Bit of nearly a whitewash going on over there. Okay, let's focus over there now.
Okay. Ivan's called a push out here, which is saying to the other guys, go for it.
Tom's come to the
Let's
table.
see if you can go there and
Tom and
run
his
this
partner really need to start getting into this lower. Like, because what's the race to here?
it's a race to 9 tonight.
Race
Phil.
to 9? Well, at 6-1, they really need to start racking off some frames because this match is going to slip away from them real quick otherwise.
Yeah, have a look here on. Phil, I want to draw your attention to screen number 2 here.
Sure,
They've
no.
decided to come in on this particular shot to pay that push out. Managed to get a really, really good snooker and tight snooker here behind 4. Bean's coming into this shot. If she can just hold this, sometimes it's just about hitting that one ball,
Sure.
getting out of danger.
Yep.
It's just enough to put the pressure and saying, all right, guys, go ahead. If you can run this rack, you're good enough, you deserve it. If not, we're going to win this.
That's what it's all about, Noah. Tell you what, I've heard it.
Oh, and it's a smooth stroke, Phil.
I've heard a lot about Bean, but I've watched her play a little bit today, and I'm really impressed. I'm really impressed with Bean, how she's played today.
And, you know, she's so calculated. She's got a really, really good smooth stroke. She's just hit that half ball, Phil, left it dead on the back rail.
Do you know what it is, Noah? She's not trying to overcomplicate things. She's just playing the basic shots, and making sure pot the ball, make contact, just do everything simple. She's not trying to overcomplicate anything. And that's the thing about 9-ball. As soon as you start overcomplicating it, you come into trouble.
No, you did right.
Tom's probably got a little thin edge here on this 1 ball. He's just having a look so you get past that 6. I think he's just got enough room to get past the 6. Trying to get a fin contact for a safety. We're doing our best to commentate to you guys both tables at once. It's not easy, swapping from screen to screen, but we're trying to give you an update on both tables so you know what's going on.
It's just so exciting, isn't it, Phil? I mean, we're looking at both games here.
Yeah.
And even though the score lines are very, very similar on both sides.
I know.
We've got a whitewash on one particular side. We don't know which one to actually draw our attention to.
Let's hope the final. Let's hope the final now is a lot tighter. Like, it's more exciting when you get a close match in 9-ball. Gets really exciting.
Well, check this out, Phil. James and his partner, Alvin. They're just trying to start. They're just trying to find their feel here. Look at this.
Yeah, they're slowly working their way back into this.
Well, this comes back to 5-2, and if these guys can just hold on here and start to get a little bit of their mojo going, who knows? They could just start.
Oh, for sure. Rolling. Like, they're not going to go away. They're not just going to lie down and die. The other guys are going to have to earn their winning. So just swapping our attention to the other table, Noah. Bean's got the 4 ball. Looks fairly straight. Looks like just a little run through off the rail for the 5. 5 from his side.
One thing that I noticed, and I suppose everybody at home who plays Scotch doubles can learn from this field, is they don't move the ball around a lot. Even though they've left some long shots there, they just seem to just touch them in, stop the white ball. They trust each other's shot. They trust each other's player.
Did you see the way Bean cued that? That was just a long stun, and she's left her partner in perfect prime position. They are at the top of their game, these two, right at this moment.
Just stopping it right on that spot, aren't they, Phil?
Yep, they're doing it really simple.
Look at this. Not moving that white ball around the table much.
No.
I'm thinking that Ivan's just going to stun back off this 7 and have the 9-ball go in the same pocket.
Sure. That's it.
And there you have it.
This 9 goes down, and she's a 7-1 lead. Down she goes, and that's 7-1 to Bean. Their high fives are out and about. They're up and about.
Not just yet. As you know, Phil, in not only this sport but many other sports, if you start early celebrating, you can actually.
Oh no! There was no big celebration there. No, they're just in the groove. They're just giving each other a little high five, keeping each other's spirits up. Not a problem. Not a problem at all. Let's swap our attention back to Mr. Showboat, James Georgiades, as he's known around the Empire Traps, and his partner, Ivan, currently trailing Sage and his partner, 5-2. So Marco, yeah. Keep forgetting his name, Marco. First time I met him today, so just getting used to these players.
From the commentary box, Phil, it looks like this one does pass, but they might be a little bit tight on that too.
Yeah, it's hard to see on the screen. Looking at the screen, Noah, it may. I think it might pass. It looks like it's very close to the 2. Well, it's tied up against it. No, he's shooting. No, actually, he's not. I think he's playing a safety, you know. Yeah. No, no. Do you know what he's done? He's played a cannon half ball off the 2 and still made the ball. That was a great shot. Great shot there from Marco.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to put a special mention out to Damien McLaughlin, who's provided the feed here at Empire Pool Lounge tonight. And what a feed it is as well. I mean, we've got 2 tables here. It's hard to put a camera on one, or at least put the feed through to one table. We just don't know what's going to happen on both. But normally what we'll do is if one match is superseding the other or finishes early, we'll switch it over to one screen for those of you who are watching.
He's attempting a combination down to the other table there. 1 on the 9 for Tom here. Trying to pitch a frame. There's 7-1 now. Why not? Has he got it? Great shot. And the Chinese boys in the corner are pretty happy with
How
that.
about this? This could be the resurgent, Phil.
Well, you never know.
7-1 down, they pitch a frame to come back 7-2, and who knows?
I was at a tournament once, Noah. It was a long time ago. We're talking probably 25 years ago. And a fella called Craig Duffy was playing Greg Jenkins, right, the final. It was the big 9-ball final, Australian Open or something. I can't remember exactly. But I always remember that Jenkins was up 10-0, race to 11. And Duffy has come back from 10-0 down to level at 10-all. 10-0 to 10-all, and you will not believe what happened at 10-all. Jenkins potted a 9 on the break.
Oh, goodness.
It was the most craziest thing you've ever seen. But that's 9-ball. Anything can happen in this game. It's amazing, mate. What can go on out there?
Absolutely gorgeous table here. Got 2.
It's one of the most. That was one of the most craziest matches I've ever seen, Noah. Can you imagine it?
They just look like they're going to roll this 2 through, try and get shape on the 4. The 8 is the only one in the bottom left-hand corner.
That's a really thin cut on that too, though. Like I'm telling you, I'm looking at it. I'm very close to it without looking at the screen, and that's it's makeable. But I think the white ball's tracking further down the table. Is that what you think?
I was going back in the same pocket after the 2 just went in.
Might want to swap focus to the other table from Bean and her partner there are running out again.
So, Bean's just looking at that 6 to drift down to the bottom right-hand corner off this 5. It looks like a fairly elementary out.
Yeah, I think they're pretty right over there. Let's refocus back to this table. Ivan and James are just. I don't think they're too worried about. I don't think they're too worried about the pot. I think it's more about where the cue ball is going to finish. This is a little tricky shot here because. I think.
Phil, I just want to talk to you and the audience about what's happening on screen 2 here. I know this looks like an elementary out. What an important game this is.
It is.
Have a look at Bean. She's just got to pull a little bit of left-hand side on this 8 ball, get onto the 9, and let me tell you, Phil, this puts them on the hill and in a dominant position in the game.
Mate. I honestly can't see any way back for Tom and his partner over there. They've just been dominant, Noah. They've just dominated that match over there. I just can't see a way back for these guys.
And there it
down
goes.
to 9.
And there it goes. Ladies and gentlemen, if you've just tuned in,
that's 8-1. Is that right?
We are looking at
8-2. 8-2, sorry.
8-2 at Empire Pool Lounge for the Furphy Scotch Doubles Open.
Yep. What a great venue,
We are down to the last 4. Ladies and gentlemen, go and grab yourself a beer, a bag of popcorn. We're in for a good night tonight, Phil.
Oh, we are, aren't we? As Tom Robinson, have fun. Just enjoy yourself, guys. That's what we're here for. Have a bit of fun. What a laugh.
Well, Bean and Ivan are just sitting back on the right-hand side of the screen at the moment, waiting for these guys to make a mistake. They're so calculated. If they get an opportunity, they're going out, and this will put them into the final. It's a dry break.
Let's just switch our mode back to this frame here. I'm really interested. This is a big frame for Georgiadis and Ivan, because if they can get this one and claw back to 5-3, 5-3, Noah. At 5-3, Noah, they're all of a sudden they're in the match. Yeah?
Absolutely, Jonesy. I'll tell you what, 5-3.
If they can get the 5-3, they're starting to feel good about themselves. They're up and about. They're in the match. But, you know, it's a big difference, 5-3 to 6-2.
Yes, sir.
You're talking 3 frames to 4 frame gap. That is a big difference in 9 ball.
Well, you know what? James is starting to sit up in his chair, and before he was sitting there scratching his head, wondering what's going on. He's looking quite confident at the moment, and they're just waiting for their best opportunity to get to the table.
Tell you what, they've got 2...
It's been a little bit of a miss here.
There's a big mistake from Marco.
And both the guys show their presence at the table
now,
coming up, having a little bit of a look around, regrouping.
I will expect Ivan and Georgiadis now to take this frame. Not a real lot to do with this. It's got a half ball cut to the 4. He can certainly hold it with a bit of check side for the 5 in the middle. He's still got to check this up now. Not too much pace. Just hold the cue ball. Even if he comes too far, he can play the 5 down the bottom. It's not a problem.
And what a good shot.
Yeah, great shot.
Phil, have a look over here on screen 2.
Yeah.
We've just had Tom and Alan just really, it's uncharacteristic. They've just missed a ball to the middle pocket. And that's allowed...
You know what it is, Noah? Scoreboard pressure. Scoreboard pressure.
Come in and calculate this out here with her partner Ivan.
Scoreboard pressure, buddy.
To meet whoever's going to play in the final on table 1. How about that?
Wow, awesome. James has decided, great shot there by Georgiadis. Fantastic positional shot. 3 cushions. Just as Ivan, pretty straight. He could probably just drew straight back here. Hey,
Phil, I think what's going to happen here is there's a very good chance we're going to go to one screen. We've got Bean.
Nice shot there by
Ivan, looking super comfortable here. A soft stun back on this 6. Just enough to bring it the bottom side of this 7. Stop stun on the 7. 8, 9, and these guys are in the final field.
I honestly think that match is over there, Noah. The way they've been playing, queuing beautifully, I can't see a problem. Can you?
Well, as I said, if they can just stop this 7 right here, pull it back 2 inches. She's just composing herself.
Down go Georgiadis, they pull back another one. That's 5-3.
Phil Bean's just composing herself here, just making sure.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, cheers, mate. Yes.
How about this? We've got some...
Wait, Noah. There's been a miss. Bean's missed the 7 ball over there. That was for the match. Well, you know what? Sometimes that ball for the match, Noah, is always the hardest one to pop. Like, could this be the turn? Could this be the big turnaround? How is this one going on over here?
My goodness, sorry guys, I was momentarily distracted while I was getting a beer.
They're up and about, the boys. They flew out of their seats.
On table 2,
they've gone from being out of the tournament to still alive, Noah.
And Ivan were looking at being on.
Well, they're still not alive yet. They're still got to make these 2 balls.
This tournament, and they have just missed the 7 ball to let these guys back in the tournament. And if they hold it together here, Phil, smooth roll this 9 in. Tom and Alan might just be a chance.
Not taking much time. Not taking much time. He's down pretty quick on the shot. Down she goes. Ooh. Still alive, Noah. Still alive.
Still alive. Ladies and gentlemen, if you
Unbelievable.
just tuned in, we are at Empire Pool Lounge here in Adelaide, the great South Australian state, and what a day it's been. Beautiful, the sun's been out. This is proudly sponsored by Furphy. It's the Furphy Scotch Doubles Open, and we are down to the last 4 teams. Each team is playing for a spot in the final. Phil, hadn't it been fantastic?
Oh, mate, this has been a great tour. I'm so much looking forward to tomorrow for the singles. We both qualified, Noah. Hey, how good was this? You and me tomorrow, the finals. Let's make the final. Come on, buddy. We can do it. As Tom would say, let's get out there and get them. But anyway,
I'm looking forward to it, Phil. It's been a good day today.
I just noticed that Georgiadis and his partner Ivan have won the last 2 frames, Noah, and a smart move by James. They've actually taken a toilet break or a little break here, just to stem the momentum of the match.
Yes, mate, that's right, Phil. Look, the players are entitled to take a toilet break or a rest break.
Yeah.
Go and have a bit of composure, wash their hands, clear their head. Some might say it's a strategical move sometimes, but the players are entitled to do it, and it just allows them to be able to regroup and focus on getting back. The score lines are pretty tight. We're a race to 9. They're 3-5 down, and they've decided we're still in this, and we're going to get back.
Hey, Noah, let's just flick back quickly. Things are happening real fast on the other table since we're talking. Bean's, no, sorry, not Bean. Her partner's at the table, and looking good to run it out. Oh, there's a nut. How is this? They're getting a little twitchy. They're getting a little twitchy.
You've probably been there before as well. Sometimes when you're on the hill, it just seems like that last step is just so hard to close out.
Oh, well, he had a little laugh to himself there, and they're talking about it now, but they're getting a little bit tight. They're tightening up a little bit over there.
Well, one of the best things that you can do in a situation where you are getting tight like that is have a bit of a laugh. Try and loosen up a little bit. Regroup. Focus. They're well ahead of these guys at the moment. They're 8-3 up, race to 9. They've just got to finish this off. Oh, look at this, Phil.
Oh, my God.
And I can't see these guys missing from here. Anything short of a miracle.
I just couldn't see what happened there. Someone got in the way.
Short of a miracle, Tom and Alan are going to...
Did he scratch? Did he scratch there, Noah?
And Ivan have been given the opportunity, a gift from the gods.
Was that a scratch over there, Noah?
This frame and run this out to be in the grand final of the 2019 Furphy Open here at Empire Pool Lounge.
Do you know what? Beans just played a shot. She's laughing again because she's landed the wrong side of the 8. Like, they had an easy run out here, and all of a sudden, they're making life hard for themselves.
It's so important just to keep light spirits. Focus, regroup, get down on that shot, and smooth roll it in.
They're fine now.
That's a really, really good shot.
Excellent shot. Bean, 9 for the match.
And look, they've conceded the frame.
They concede.
They've gone over.
Oh, well.
Bean Hung and Ivan Lee are in the final of the 2019 Furphy Open.
Excellent.
Scotch doubles here at Empire Pool Lounge in Adelaide.
Congratulations, guys. Okay, now we can give you all the information just on one table. Current score is James Georgiadis and his partner Ivan are currently trailing 5 frames to 3 against Justin Sage and his partner.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're just heading over to one screen now and see if we can figure out to see who will be playing. Bean Hung, Ivan Lee.
James and Ivan look good to take this frame, Noah. Just got a 7 now. He's just got to make shape back here on the 8. Little tricky because it's a bit straight on the 7. James is saying he wants to get there, but just pointed on the table he wants the white to go, but cue ball to go, but I can't see how he's actually going to get there. Is this straight enough to through straight back?
I think it's
Well, the cue ball is actually tracking towards the side middle pocket.
Oh, no. I think they're going to be quite safe here, Phil, if they just draw this down anywhere from the middle down to that second.
Oh, he's played it well. He's played it really well. That shot was harder than it looks.
James will smooth roll this 8 ball in.
Just bounced one rail. 9.
In the bottom left-hand corner. And we are at 5-4.
Not yet. Just composing himself here, Ivan. Yep, in she goes in the heart of the hole. That's 5-4. They were down 5-1. Now it's 5-4. They're making a fight back here. Great to see. Showed a lot of courage.
5-4. Don't go away, ladies and gentlemen. We are at 5-4 here at the Empire Pool Lounge. Race to 9. We have some fantastic pool being played here tonight. Got the chance here, you're in Adelaide. Come on down. Come and say hello. The beers are cold. I'm actually having a Furphy right now as we go. How's yours, Phil?
Well, tastes good, Noah. Always, as you know. I don't mind a drink. Anyone out there that doesn't know me and Noah Cunningham, we've been to Las Vegas many times together, and Noah vouch for this. Phil Jones doesn't mind a drink. But hey, there's nothing wrong with that. As long as you enjoy yourself, play a good pool, and have a good time. That's what it's all about, Noah. Have some fun.
Now, Phil, have a look here.
Yep.
Marco's just come into break, and what a break it was too. For those of you watching at home, we do have a breaking rule here, and that is the 3-point rule.
Yes,
So if
correct,
3
Noah.
balls have got to pass the head string. One ball goes in off the break. That's counted.
Oh,
as
poor shot here.
passing the head string. As long as 2 other balls pass, no problem at all. Now these guys have just done a magic break, Marco. He's come up a little bit short on this.
Yeah, he's actually, I think, snookered him. He might get his jump cue out here and try and jump this, Noah, for the 2. I'm tipping there's going to be definitely a jump shot coming up here.
Well, there's 2 ways you can play this shot. You can just play a little masse around, playing a little bottom left-hand English.
I don't think he'll.
Rossman would put it.
I don't think he'll play the mess. Oh, will he?
Or you could
No.
use your break cue. A lot of players here in the room will use a break cue.
Sure.
To get a little ledge over.
If this was myself, I would jump this. I reckon you'd jump it. Would you play the jump? It's a pretty straight. If you hit it straight on, you're gonna pop. You're gonna make this ball.
Yeah, but you know, I don't mind the slow masse around as well because you've got the 3 in the middle.
Yeah, I think the masse is a harder shot than the jump, though, in my opinion.
Well, let's see what these guys do. Let me tell you, they're some of the best players in the world.
Sure, they are. But I'll tell you what, masses on these tables with that ball is a very hard shot to play. I reckon a jump shot is way far easier than a masse when you're only about 8 to 9 inches away from the object ball. It's a really tough shot, Noah. You lose a lot of control. If the 8 wasn't there, I'd say yes. But if you masse too far, you can hit the 8, get ball in hand, you can lose the frame.
Either way, I think James and Alvin are sitting back in their chairs thinking, thank God we've just got perhaps a little opportunity, a little hope here that these guys aren't going to run it out. There's just that little bit of uncertainty in this out.
I'm not sure what he's playing here. He's gone and grabbed another cue. It wasn't a jump. Didn't look like it was a jump cue. Oh, yeah. No, he's still looking like he's swerving it. I'm not sure what he's thinking here.
For those of you who play a league at home, there is no time foul in this particular format. Some of you might be playing 2-shot Australian Open. These guys can have a discussion.
To be honest, Noah, I can't understand why he's not jumping this because, like, you're guaranteed if you hit the outside of the 2, you're going to make contact. If you get ball in hand here, you're probably going to lose this frame. So,
Chip off the 2, run the white rounder
Oh, he can see it. Oh, wow. He can see the edge of it. On our screens, I didn't know he could see the edge of that ball. That's a great shot.
That's a good shot.
I didn't know he had the edge, Noah.
Now, not hard for the guys coming in to kick this ball off. You want to be absolutely certain that white ball doesn't move after contact. You've got the 8 ball on the side rail there, and you don't want to hit the 2 ball.
He's just gonna kick off that back cushion, Noah, with about a half ball slide, just to hold the cue ball in the bottom end of the table and try and push the 2 ball down table to create separation. And
Ideally, Phil, if you can get that kick off the back rail there and land in between, get the 2 to land in between the 8 ball and the side pocket, that would be the perfect spot for it to land. If it catches the jaw, that point on the jaw, he's going to be in a world of trouble because that's going to kick back and then they could run the rack from there, right?
when you watch the pros play this shop, they are very good at kicking out of snookers and leaving safe. So I believe he's going to just kick off about half ball, try and kick about half ball, try and hide the cue ball. I don't think he's going to hit this very hard. Just a nice, gentle pace. Let's see what happens anyway. Yep. Where'd that go?
That's a
How's that for a shot?
Well done.
Played it well. Like I said, not too hard. Because as soon as you hit it hard, you're going to create too much havoc. What a result that is. I just want to apologise to the viewers out there. If I've been calling James's partner Ivan, we just realised it's Alvin. But he's a new player to me. I haven't seen a lot of this guy play. So for anyone out there, I do apologise. And to Alvin, I apologise as well.
Oh, that's fine, Phil. We all make mistakes.
I don't like making mistakes when I'm in the commentary box, though.
I'm sure Alvin won't mind. I tell you what, I met him before, and he is just such a really nice guy.
Justin's got across there and given ball in hand, missed the 2 ball.
Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you watching at home, if you were to just come in and meet a couple of these guys, they're the most down-to-earth, friendliest people that you'd ever meet. You know, we don't really have a lot of big egotistical tyrants in this game. I'd probably be accused of being one of those once in a while, or once upon a time. But these guys
I think there's still,
gentlemen of the sport.
to be honest with you, I think there's still a few guys out there in this sport with pretty big egos. But hey, that's part of the game. You get that in all sports, mate.
Now, Phil, check this out, right?
James is going to run this one down a rail. Try to start off with a 3, off the cushion, 3 in the side.
If James and Alvin can hold this,
Yeah,
and
great
what a
shot.
that is
Great
from
shot.
him. What a shot that was from
That
James.
was the right shot to play.
If these guys can just hold it now, they're looking at 5-all. Anything can happen from here, Phil. These guys have come back. It looks like they are starting to gel.
Well, they were 5-1 down, Noah. They're fighting their way back. It's fantastic effort here. But this frame's crucial, you know. Now they're in control. They'll to make sure they get to 5-all. There's not much difficulty about this out. It's just a matter of holding position. Keeping it simple. Half ball 5. 6 in the corner. 7 goes everywhere you want. 8 down the side. I can't see a problem here.
You don't want to get too cute on these balls. A lot of people, you know, they want to try and get the perfect position. But you know what? These guys are all capable of playing these balls from most positions of the table. If you can just leave yourself a shot, Phil, you're a chance of going game.
This is the critical shot here. If you get good shape on the 7, right, 7 to the 8, you're going to make this out. It ain't going to be a problem. But this is the critical shot now. Because if you don't get good shape, all of a sudden you're going to play the 7. You come up with another good shot to get on the 8. You know what I'm saying, Noah? It's
Phil,
really important to make good shape on this one.
Phil, can you tell the viewers at home where you want to be on the 7 to get that shape on the 8?
Well, he needs to draw back off the rail and land either backside of the 7 or dead centre. Then he can screw back. He needs to be up the end of the table where the cue ball is now. He doesn't want you shooting down table. See, that's not good, right? He's short. So now James has to run around and he's fairly straight. But James is such a great cueist that this shot, I think, is not going to cause a problem for James. I think he's going to play with us enough side, take the cue ball 2 rails, and still come round for the 8.
Do you know what?
Back in that bottom left pocket.
Do you know what, Phil? I think he's going to play the 8 to the bottom corner down here.
Nah, look at this, Noah.
Look at
exactly
this.
what I said.
Wow.
He's had 2
you
rails.
called it, Phil. You called it, and what a shot it was.
Great shot, James.
What a shot it was. This puts these guys on 5-all, and we are in for a really, really good.
I know
really,
how
really good
James plays. I know the shots he likes to play, and that's one of his pet shots. He likes to run that ball around off a couple of rails.
Well, he's brought it down absolutely perfect here for his partner. James will put this 9 ball here to go 5-all.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you've just tuned in,
It's a big comeback.
stick around. We are at the Empire Furphy Scotch doubles. We are at the last 4. These guys now are playing to win. Hopefully, whoever wins out of this game here will play Bean and Ivan in the final.
Ben and Ivan, yep. Ben and Ivan already in the final. They had a quite comprehensive win, didn't they, Noah? I think it was like 9-2. Was that correct?
I think they
can we get confirmation on that? Can we get confirmation on that score? 9-2 on with Bean.
Confirmation on Bean's score line.
Bean and Ivan was that 9-2, Damien?
9-3 it was. Yep. Yeah, I thought it was. Yep, 9-3.
9-3, was it?
So quite a convincing win there.
Oh,
from,
yeah. But anyway, let's focus on this match. 5-all. What a match we got here. The boys have fought back. They were 5-1 down. It's now 5-all. All of a sudden, we got a great match on our hands.
And let me tell you, James Georgiadis is like a little bit of a rooster. As soon as he gets a bit of confidence and that win is on the board, Phil,
yeah.
you see him perk up and he's jumping out of his seat and he's smiling and he's carrying on and he's having a good time. This is what we like to watch. His dad's in the audience tonight, sitting back there, Papa Bear, watching on, having a look over his son as they work their way towards this final. The Furphy Open 2019 at Empire Pool Lounge in Adelaide here.
Anyone that knows James in Australia, his nickname is the Showboat, Noah, and I think it's a perfect nickname for him because he just loves to show off. The Showboat. It's a perfect nickname, isn't it, Noah?
Well,
what a perfect nickname for him.
Hasn't his demeanour changed now, Phil? Have a look at him walking around the table.
Oh,
this
yeah.
is what he loves best. There's starting to be what you can't see at home,
He's
ladies and
getting that
gentlemen.
strut. He's getting that strut going, Noah.
And what you can't see at home is there is a bit of a gathering happening around the table here, and this is what he plays for. Look at that. He's just looking smooth.
Yeah.
People are starting to cheer.
Great shot.
This is where these guys can really take off.
James is an absolute supreme cueist. Like he's gonna make shape just about every time for his partner. It's up to his partner to keep it easy for him, right? If he does, I can see these guys going really well. But in saying that, they're up against a very good combination, a great combination in Justin and Marco. So there's a lot of pool left in this match, Noah. But you know what? They're on a run at the moment. I think they're on a 5-game run.
Well, you're dead right there. What you can't see, and I don't know whether he's going to
I
come
don't
into
know why
the...
he's trying to stretch this out. He should get jigger.
What you can't see there, and I don't know whether it's going to come into the camera here, but Alvin is really having a good time. He's got a big smile on his face. If you notice that Alvin's wearing a glove, a couple of the players are wearing a glove here, that just really smooths out their stroke. So if there's any dings or dents or grime on their cue, it sort of eliminates that inconsistency, Phil.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about why some of the players would prefer to wear a glove and why some don't? Do you wear one, Phil?
The only time I would wear one, Noah, is if the conditions are really sticky. We used to play at the other venue, the other Empire, and sometimes in the summertime, the tables and your hands would get so sticky that you'd have to nearly wear a glove. But no, I prefer not to wear one. I've hardly ever worn one. There've been a few times where conditions have... I like to get the feel of the cue on my hand. I found the glove, you don't get the same feel, but everyone's to their own. Like,
well, let me tell you this, guys. We are in for an absolute treat. We're watching James Georgiadis and Alvin Wijaya. Is that right? Wijaya? They are absolutely looking sensational out here,
oh,
Jones.
they are right now. Well, they're in a zone. They're in a zone now, right now.
They're having fun.
They're in a
Look
zone.
at that.
They're on a
Stopping
run.
the ball.
I think they're 5 rucks in a row. They're feeling good. They're feeling good about themselves.
Look how relaxed they are. They're just swanning around
There
that
you
table.
go.
James has just pushed that
Well,
down.
they're about to take the lead in this match.
That's a sign of a confident player right there.
It's about to be 6-5 now. Down goes at 9. That's 6-5.
Push that down and put him in the lead
Well,
for the first
that's
time
good.
this match.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you just tuned in, we are at the Empire Pool Lounge in Adelaide, having a look at the one and only live stream supplied here by Damien McLaughlin on the Furphy Open Scotch doubles. We're down to the last 4. We've already seen Bean Hung and Ivan Lee win against Tom Shen and Alan Shu. They won quite convincingly with a 9-3 win. They're waiting on the sidelines to see who will be the winner of James Georgiadis, Alvin Wijaya, Justin Sage, and the great Marco Tashucha, who is the current US 10-ball champion. As you can see here with the table with the red glove.
Well, they've broken off there. Noah, just have a look at this table. One ball's gone down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2 balls have gone down. One past the head string, so it's a legal break. He's shooting at 2. He doesn't have a shot on the 2. So he's got a choice. He can play a push out. The push out is a really technical thing, isn't it? Like, sometimes it doesn't really help you. In this situation here, I think a push out might be the key. Perhaps play down table and leave him push, but then maybe you're pushing yourself into a snooker. So it's a really hard one. Like,
So, Phil, can you just, for those people that are at home that perhaps don't play or understand the rules of a push out, can you explain the rules?
okay, with the push out, right? The player at the table doesn't like the shot. That's what it's called there. It's called push out, right? So the incoming player now has a choice to either play the shot as it's left or put the opponent back in to play the shot from where it lies, right? It's your choice. I'm playing you don't like the shot, you put me back in. That's how the push out works. Me personally, if I was playing you now, Noah, I'd be tempted to put you back in here. He's pushed out basically into a snooker. So I know it's an easy escape, but if you don't leave this safe, you're risking the run out, right? So I'd be tempted to put you back in here. What would you do here? Like, he's pushed out.
I mean, that's the thing, Phil, isn't it? I mean, everybody that's playing here,
try and
all
kick
4
this, if you don't
players
get a
are
safe, though,
very,
you're gonna
very
leave it on.
capable.
Yeah.
Oh, look, it's very, very capable, and that's the dilemma. Ladies and gentlemen, sitting at home, you have the choice. When you play that push out, you need to play it knowing that you could very well be the person going back in to play that shot. So
Me personally here, I'd put him back in. You know why? This is not easy to get safe. I would put the pressure back on them.
well, Marco's decided to take in this shot and check that out, Phil.
Yeah. But he has left a shot.
He's
It's
definitely
a
left
thin
that
cut,
shot there.
But he's left a shot.
Yes, sir.
That's my point. He's left him a shot. So let's see what happens. But it's a really hard one, that push-out situation.
This could be a very, very big turnaround. Ladies and gentlemen, in the audience here, we've got Joel Younger. He's just come over to the commentary box. Joel, Phil Jones, Noah Cunningham here. It looks like he's about to order a drink as well. But as one of the more accomplished players here in Australia,
Oh, sure.
and decorated with many, many titles, Joel, can you just run us through this game just before you leave tonight to be able to play in the singles?
Oh, he's caught the back rail there. He's left Justin a great chance. Joel, great chance now.
He's just obviously missed that one thin, and he's gifted him a fantastic opportunity here. I've only just walked in the room, and apparently Georgiadis were
5-1 down, Joel. Yeah.
5-1 down. Incredible comeback against the team that I sort of fancied I think everybody fancied to win the tournament, with Sage and Marco. Great opportunity here to go 6-all.
Now check that out there, Joel. What a shot. That's just come back behind that 7. If they don't have a shot here, this is a crucial part of the game for them.
Well, no, he's sligging on 3 here.
Wow,
He's going to have to jump. He's going to have to jump this.
that's a bad shot from Justin.
Yeah.
He had a lot of room there for error.
Do you know what? That's pressure, because they were leading 5-1. They're now trailing 6-5. 5 frames on the run, right? All of a sudden, the pressure's been transferred onto them. That's what that is.
Ladies and gentlemen, have a look at this. They're about to play a jump shot. You're here at the Empire Pool Lounge in Adelaide. Furphy Open 9-ball Scotch doubles. We're down to the last 4.
Hey, welcome to the commentary box, Joel. Great to see you,
Bean
mate.
and Ivan have already gone through to win their spot in the final.
Good to see you here, buddy.
Guys. And let me tell you, Joel, you've got yourself a pool hall back home as well. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, Slate Pool Lounge back in Geelong. It's definitely the best pool hall in Geelong, without doubt. One of the best in Australia, as is Empire Pool Lounge. Wonderful establishment that I've come here to witness. Marco's he's jumped
there.
out of that, but
Left it on, though.
He's left a long ball, and this is a great opportunity to go 7-5 ahead.
I reckon these guys are just going to sit here and compose for a little bit to make sure to see if they can get this frame.
Well,
Joel, can you just tell me, we've got the a tournament coming up shortly in Geelong, right?
Yes.
Well, when I say
February.
shortly, can you tell us a little bit of a detail of those people watching at home, and perhaps they might be able to get over there to compete in this really prestigious tournament that is one of our best tournaments here in Australia every year?
Yeah, absolutely. We've got the Geelong Open. It's February the 8th and 9th, I believe, 2020, and it's become one of the great events on our calendar. We the last few years we've had in excess of 300 entries, which is huge numbers. So get your entries in, everybody. It's a great event, as Phil Jones, my colleague here in the commentary box, can attest to. It's a great event.
So, guys, get around it. It's a 2-shot tournament, which is the Australian version, not what we're watching here. It's an American 9-ball that we're watching at the moment. But
well, I can tell you, Noah, I've been going to Geelong for, I don't know for how long, right? But ever since it's been run down at Slate, which is Joel's room, mate, it's an awesome event.
What a room it is. Hey?
Oh, mate, Joel has got the best room going down there. Mate, you got the best staff looking after you. Fantastic tables, Oh, mate, the whole event is fantastic. Everyone gets to Geelong next year. That's all I can say. Great event. Let's refocus back on this event going on here.
Have a look at this, Phil. They've just an absolutely magic shot has been played here, and James Georgiadis has just pulled out the shot that might just get them closer to being on the hill.
Half ball back cut on the 7th. It's got to control the cue ball here to make sure he lands on the 8th.
This is a tricky shot. He's landed really thin. He's got a natural in off in I think either side. If he takes it left or right,
he's got a deep draw, this Joel. He's got deep draw it back.
I think he'll cannon into the black if he does that. It is super thin, but this is tough. This is for the.
I think he'll be
this
okay.
Is frame ball.
I reckon he'll be okay.
What a shot! Have a look at that. He's just held it on the bottom left-hand rail.
These guys are really good at that shot. They can deep draw.
A more important shot that this gentleman has played here tonight. This puts him at 7-5. He can just
the Asian players seem to play that shot really well. They play that deep draw shot really well.
If James can just draw this down here.
Oh, yeah, that's great control. Well, a little short. Little short. It's got a half ball.
Should be able to put this ball away. Just compose, take your time, and push this ball in that.
This
back
is
of
an
that
interesting ball here because they've had 5 frames in a row. This is to make 6 frames in a row. But there's a little bit of pressure now on this shot.
Joel, you've been in this position so many times. If you're getting down on this ball, what's going through your mind right now?
Yeah, I think what we're trying to do, you're just trying to expel all the negative thoughts. There's the little man on your shoulder that tells you how you're going to miss it, and you're trying to get him out of your head. So you're trying to just think absolute all positive thoughts, and you get rid of those negative thoughts, and just cue the ball in, cue it nice.
Straight in.
That he is just.
That's in the heart of the hole. That's the heart of the hole. That's 6 on the. That's 6 on the bounce. 6 on the bounce, Noah. Can you believe it? We're in the Empire Pool Lounge. You're going crazy in there. Everyone's going crazy in that commentary box. This is crazy stuff.
We have a new tournament favourite, ladies and gentlemen. We have a new tournament favourite. I think these guys have just taken over favouritism from Sage and Marco with a 7-5 lead race to 11.
Joel Younger in the box. Thanks so much, Joel, for your commentary on that. Are you going home to have a little bit of a rest now for tomorrow's match?
Going to the casino to win some money.
There you have it.
Thanks, Joel. Great to see you, buddy.
Well,
awesome,
if you just tuned in, this is Noah Cunningham and
How's
Phil
that,
Jones
Noah?
in
From
the commentary box
down.
here at Empire Pool Lounge in Adelaide for the Furphy Scotch Doubles Open. And James Georgiadis and Alvin Wijaya are playing Justin Sage and Marco Tashusha, the current US World Champion.
That is amazing. Like, Sage and Chisler were like 5-1 up, and they've won 6 on the bounce. 6 on the bounce now. Can you believe this?
I told you,
7-5
Jonesy.
up.
Once these guys get a bit of momentum, there's no stopping them.
Wow.
This is exciting, guys.
This is awesome.
Grab yourself a beer out of the fridge. Get the popcorn going.
Get that.
We are in for an awesome final, Jonesy.
Mate, they've just got a stiff break.
Do you know what I reckon? Do you know what I reckon, Noah? I got a feeling there's a lot more pull coming in this match. I can see these guys tracking back to maybe a heel. What do you reckon? It could be a heel coming up here.
Whatever it is, let me tell you, if you're sitting there watching at home, you want to call your mates and tell them we're live on YouTube. Damien McLaughlin here, who works at the Empire Pool Lounge, has got this live on YouTube.
McLaughlin. And you know what? We've just had
you want to try and get this and share this with your friends. This is some of the best pooling you're going to be able to see.
Another gentleman has just popped into the commentary position here, Luke Quist. Luke, one of our Vegas League players here. Quite interested to see what's going on down here. How are you, Luke?
Good, mate. Yourself?
Awesome, buddy.
Very
awesome. Yep.
Taking in the sights.
Sure. How have you enjoyed the tournament so far, like on the weekend, buddy?
It's a great tournament, mate. It's a great tournament. Yeah, more people should get involved.
Yeah, well,
come support.
we've probably had more runners this year than we've had in a long time in this tournament.
It's the
so-
best tournament, the best turnout
Yeah.
for the Furphy that we've had.
Yeah.
And what a venue to have it at the new Empire Pool Lounge,
Oh,
situated here on North
fantastic,
Terrace,
eh?
directly across the road from the casino.
Yep.
If you've got a chance, guys,
the
even
heart
at
of the
this
city.
time here, it's 11:30.
Well, it's only
Get
early.
on down. It's early.
It's early.
Get down and have a
Absolutely.
beer and come and watch some of
Come and
this.
support the team.
Let's just refocus back to the match here, Noah, and try and describe to the viewers what's going on. He's left for two.
James is
Here's an opportunity.
he's gone for a little bit of a two-way
they-
shot to try and get a bit of
They've been a bit short of
protection
opportunities for the last few frames, so here's an opportunity for Justin and his partner here, Marco. It's Marco's shot. Just got to pot this two, nice and easy. Don't do too much with the cue ball. Just have a shot at the 3A, Noah.
Absolutely, Phil. Run this through. Don't do anything different.
No.
Keep your mojo flowing with your partner. Keep relaxed, and
Well,
let's win this.
The pressure now has been transversed because they were leading 5-1, and now the pressure has been transversed onto them because now they're 7-5 down. All of a sudden they're thinking, wow, what's going on here? Like, pressure's on me now.
Oh, dead right. Isn't it funny, Phil? We're sitting up here in the commentary box. There's so much more happening around these tables than you can see here on screen at home, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a couple of cold beers going. We're having a great time. Everyone's sitting around watching these games at the moment. James Georgiadis' dad sitting there cheering him along, jumping up and down. We've got stunning women and guys behind the bar serving cold Furphies.
Oh, yeah, it's fantastic. What an-
People have come from
what an
all over Australia to participate in this tournament. We've got a gentleman from WA.
Yes, yep, Rocky Hammond. Yep,
Oh,
Rocky.
we've got two from WA.
And also, trying to think of his name. Very good friend of mine, actually. Oh, wow. I'll think of his name in a minute, no?
Well, while you're thinking about that, ladies and gentlemen, have
Okay,
a look
let's
at
just
this.
concentrate on
This
this.
is a very, very important shot.
Two
here.
ball. Down she goes.
And
Get
check
the eight.
that out. He's just got a bit of a
Oh,
clip
that's
on that
not
eight.
a bad shot there.
No, that's not so bad. He's got the three in the
Oh.
bottom left-hand corner. If he can just hold here for this four. This
Oh,
is an
just-
elementary
this-
run out.
This is the kind of shot Justin likes. Justin likes to punch the ball. Justin's a very good QS Noah. Justin likes to punch the ball in and just he'll stun this ball, rail, no problem. No rail, no problem. Just like that. Well,
Awesome shot. Have you
Didn't
noticed?
didn't hit that quite as clean as I thought he might have.
Well, have you noticed, Phil? He's giving him a bit of angle to go
Yeah.
two rails here on
Justin,
the five.
actually, Justin, the last few frames has been a little bit tight, Noah. I've just noticed it's a little bit tight. He's normally very fluent in his
Well, if you
action.
have a look here, ladies and gentlemen at home, Marco is playing bottom right-hand side just to tighten up that angle and get that white ball around.
What's that?
So
Slow
he can
down.
leave Justin
No,
with
he's
a
all
really
right.
good shot.
Now, this is a key shot, Noah. He
Top,
needs to
top
get.
right-hand side, would you say, Phil? Are you playing top right-hand side on the white ball here?
Well, there's two ways to play this, Noah. He can play top right-hand side and run around three rails, or he can play bottom left and try and pull back past the middle.
That's
to
coming-
play the
that's
seven.
coming towards that middle.
I like the bottom here on this, like that. It didn't get into it. Didn't
See
quite
how
get
he's
into it,
just
but he's
let
still
that very
okay.
Straight? It's not
That's
too
still
bad.
okay.
Not too bad.
The 8 ball will still pass the 9 if he comes too far.
Now check this out, Phil. He can cut this in, but look where it leaves the white ball when he comes around that 9 ball. So if
If he gets the pace right, he won't go too far. If he plays a nice controlled shot here, Noah, he ain't going to run too far. He's going to land centre of the table. He'll be fine.
well, the 8 ball does pass up to the top right-hand corner.
That's what I'm saying.
and if he can get that gap where he's pointing right there, he's a good chance of either landing for the 8 in the middle pocket, and if he overshoots, well, he's got the 8 in the top right-hand corner.
I think if he just plays this fairly dead weight, right, not too hard, I think he'll be fine. I can't see too much problem here.
Because of the angle, Phil, he's having to put a bit of bottom right-hand side on this to clear the 9.
He should miss the 9.
There it goes there.
Oh, he's
missed
overcut
the
it.
7.
Oh, he's overcut it.
He's missed the 7.
That's not a good shot. That's a poor shot. That's pressure. That's just scoreboard pressure, Noah. They haven't had much table time for the last five frames or so. 6 frames.
Well, you have a look here, Phil.
That is
A
massive.
small run down here that's left absolutely perfect. You are stunning this back 2 inches.
Oh, yeah. This frame's
Anywhere there, just stop
This
the
frame's
ball
gone now.
and pop
They had
the
a
nine.
chance. I think Marco and Justin be really livid with themselves because they've had a couple of opportunities.
There you have it, folks at home. James Georgiadis and Alvin Wijaya on the hill here at Empire Pool Lounge in
8-5.
Adelaide for the Furphy Scotch Doubles Open. We're in the last 4. These guys are playing for a chance to play Bean Hung and Ivan Lee in the grand final of the Scotch Doubles. $14,000 in total of prize money. Hang on to your hats, guys. Go get yourself a cool drink. Go get yourself some popcorn. Come back and watch this game.
Yeah, Sage and Marco be dirty on themselves there. They should have really have won that frame. The scoreboard should be showing 7-6, but it's now showing 8-5. They'd be dirty. They would be really dirty because they had that frame and they just butchered that.
Phil, I tell you what, looking around the room here, there are some absolute star-studded players. Can you rattle off some of the people that you've caught up with this weekend?
Oh, mate, there's been some awesome players. We got Sean Budd. We got Joel Younger. We got Alec Bernardus. We got Jasm Alazawi. We got Mikey Cacciola. The field here has been amazing. This is one of the best fields of 9-ball I've seen in this country in a while. I reckon this has been one of the best fields I've actually seen.
Isn't it
It's
great?
a tough competition. We've got all these other Asian players here. A lot of these guys I don't know much about, but they're all great players. This is a really tough field, Noah. Wouldn't you say that?
Absolutely it is. And look here, James and his partner Alvin have just stepped in to possibly their look at the final
even
here.
today, Aaron Lynch, I was watching him play. Aaron's a great player, and he's hitting the ball beautifully. There's another guy who's just out there doing his stuff, mate, looking really good. This is going to be a really tough tournament to win tomorrow night.
Smooth roll here from the 2 up to the 3.
This match may be over here. 3 to the 4 looks good. Do you know what? I actually can't see them going wrong here. Like 3 out to the 4, 5, 6. The 5 to the 6 is going to be the key ball, Noah, here. 5 back to the 6. That's going to be the key to this frame.
Well, Phil, players from all around the country have participated and come here today to not only play in what we see as the Scotch doubles, but also qualify for the singles for tomorrow. And there are so many talented players floating around here, it's not funny.
Oh, mate, awesome field. And I just feel privileged to be a part of it, don't you?
Oh,
sure.
You know what? You pick up so much just sitting around these guys, looking and watching.
That's a great shot.
What
He's
they
played that
play.
really well. Even if he lands straight on this 5 ball, he's just got to screw back about a foot on a 6. I think this match is over here. I really do. I reckon they've got.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to leave much angle here. Just a little, fairly straight. It'll be fine.
Well, Phil, if he just drifts down, as he's done here with the 5,
Oh, that's perfect.
stun back up that rail. He can use
That's actually the perfect angle.
Well, he can use that short cushion on the side just before the middle
Yep.
pocket there to get sweet on that 6.
Exactly,
Run the
Noah.
8 down,
Yep,
and then he's on the 9.
exactly. You called it, baby.
Hey, wasn't it great having Dr. Q here yesterday?
Oh, mate. I spent so much time with Tom.
You
Dr.
took him and saw
Q.
a kangaroo and a wombat.
Oh, mate.
Oh.
He just loved his time here in Australia, and he said, I'm coming back. He was so sad to leave this morning. I spoke to him at the airport, and Tom's a great guy.
Now, Phil, have a look at this.
the guys here have just had that little bit of nerve as they've gone in. Jimmy
Well,
has just recomposed. He's got the
Do you know
8.
what?
And you
he's
know
got
what?
he's left him a bit of angle, but he could have left him a little more angle. It's
That's
okay.
fine. You know what? The guys are just gelling really well at the moment, and Alvin's just going to hit this ball straight in the heart of that pocket. Maybe a bit of top right-hand side. And
Yeah,
drift
just
down
run
for the
2
9 hand.
rails. 2 rails and just drift down for the 9, no problem. The only thing you can do is short
Look
hit
at
it
this.
or under hit it.
Look at this.
Or over hit it, I should say.
He's gone off 2 rails to have that beautiful shot there for the
Not a
9 ball.
worry.
And look at that. What a good shot it is.
Perfect.
James Georgiades just lining up for that 9 ball.
Here we
Back
go.
in the back of the pocket. And let me tell you guys, what an exciting match this has been. These guys have come from 5-1 down to win 9-5. They have just run
Amazing, Noah.
8 racks in a row, Phil. Just
Well,
to take
there
out
we go.
and play Bean and Ivan in the final here at the Empire Pool Lounge.
We're going to have a little short break now. We'll be back for the final.
We might have
Don't
a
you
short
guys
break
go
just
away.
while
You're gonna
it's- All right,
treat us
let me
to some
tell you,
great
go get
pool.
some popcorn, go get some drinks, go get whatever you can, gather around, get your mates on Facebook, get everybody on YouTube, watch this game live, or even better, if you're in Adelaide, Phil, get on down here and have a rink with us for the Furphy Scotch doubles at Empire Pool Lounge.
Awesome,
You've got
Noah.
Phil Jones and Noah Cunningham in the commentary box. If you want to see anything, hear anything, do anything, send us a message on Facebook and we'll make sure we put a shout out on your name. Phil?
Thank you, Noah. Fantastic, buddy.
Babies thing, yeah? How good was that? Oh, it's just one. Hope it comes through, all right? Let me out. Time's going over. I'm dying for this.
Contagious, isn't it? Fucking commentary. Well, you want this girl from Mary fucking keep me off the fucking yeah. Sure. Maybe one day you might.
Five one down.
I know.
Barry bet me. He said, "Give me 4-1 odds. If Marco and Justin win, I'll give you $50. If you lose, give me 200. Was that? Yep, no problem.
Wow.
Yep. Wow. Now I'm just gonna drink more of that.
That's right.
Can't fucking believe that.
So Noah, come in. Away from the microphone.
Unbelievable. You alright? Unbelievable. So, 5-1 down, yeah? Yeah. Barry said, right, 4-1 odds. If Marco just to win, I'll give you 50. If you lose, you give me 200. Was that up? No, I lost. Oh, you won? Yeah, when they were 5-1 down, I bet on Marco just to win. He said, give me 4-1 odds. Yeah, no problem. It was pretty crazy. It was pretty fucking crazy. I can't believe that. 5-1 up before, yeah, that's an easy 50. Jimmy's, alright, they seem to get comfortable after they'll go around. Once they won 1 or 2 games in a row, they seem to just look so slow. And they just went crazy. The pressure was on those two to stay hold on the target. Do you know what? I never thought I'd say this, but this stick was the biggest weak link. Yeah, compared to last night, he was bad. Wow. But this is what I mean. Justin the guard was one of the best, I mean, probably the best player.
Steve is one of the best players in Australia. Mark is one of the best players in the world.
Justin either fires or cylinders or he's great or he's shit.
Steve did it twice.
Great or shit.
Mark goes out every shot. He's having to make a big shot. Time to recover.
Yep. Comeback. Let's go. Alright, so on table one? Yeah, on this table. Alright, understood.
We'll make some money back later.
It is, yeah.
We'll make some money later.
We'll
We'll make some money tomorrow. I want this Sunday next month.
Yeah, no, I said you don't notice it, to be honest with you.
I didn't get a chance to play at some stage.
To be honest with you, obviously I think they